Is currently 5:06 p.m. I am a few minutes late because I started the stream and there was no audio. Thank you, Discord. Thank you, Zanus, for making that clear to me. So now I can start. There you go. All right, sweet. So I am really excited about the topic that I'm going to be covering today because it is a problem that I have seen in electronic music for, I don't know, I've been trying to push this narrative for at least a decade at this point, which is, why are we still making all of our music in 4/4, also known as 4 on the floor? So let's first talk about what time signature is. Essentially, it's, you know what, in fact, what I should do here is I should actually go and maybe what I'll do is, like I'll go over here and I'll drag this over here. And I'm going to ask, define time signature. And then I'm going to compare this. Time signature is an indication of rhythm following the clef, generally expressed with a fraction and a that's a fucking terrible definition already. You already lost me. So we're going to go to Chat GPT. We're going to log into my Chat GPT. We're going to ask the Chat GPT real quick just to define what time signature is, because I feel like it's really important if I'm going to be talking about time signature that you know exactly what that is. So let's try it. And then let's get logged in, which I believe I am already. And I am. Okay, cool. All right. So let's see, how do we select that? All right, next, whatever. Cool. Done. Okay. So explain time signature in music for a dummy. Okay, cool. The time signature is a symbol in sheet music that tells you the meter of the song. It tells you how many beats are in a measure and what kind of note gets on the beat. The time signature appears at the beginning of the piece of sheet music. Okay, so even this is a pretty bad definition, but it does kind of cover the things, right? So 4 on the floor is having a beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, right? So that would be 4, 4. However, you could have 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. I can count. This is Sesame Street. This is actually not a live stream. You're watching Sesame Street. So why is this important as it pertains to electronic music? Well, it's because 99.9999999% of electronic music is produced in 4 on the floor. And you might have a little echo in this view as well. Oh, God damn it. Okay, let's fix this. Zanus, you're the best. I do appreciate your help here. All right, let's see why. And I have the screen, and I have desktop audio, and then boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. In this view, we should be fixed right now. And hello. Okay. I thought I had this figured out. I really did. I was confident in myself that I had all of this figured out, but I suppose not. So now, hopefully, let's just go to this view and let's see what this view. Okay, this view is going to have, yeah, that one had a little bit of echo too. And I swear to God that I had this figured out. This one should also have a little bit of echo because I have this up as well. Okay, let's go over here. This one has the screen. That's good. Okay. Here has nothing. Right? No. Then if I go over here, I should have something. Okay. The desk view is fine. Okay. No, I feel like I got two things. There we go. Screen. Screen. Okay. I don't know. Should I just start this again? I don't know. You know what? At this point, I don't really care. Just know that I'm working through this stuff. And if you skip ahead a little bit, if you're watching this afterwards, then you'll get all of the information. So this is so frustrating. I don't know why this is happening. I'm trying my best. Okay. I'm going to do this again. Zeynus, you're the best, but I simply cannot have my stream start with all of this important information not being shared. So I'm going to do the unthinkable. I'm going to stop this again. And I'm going to start it again. And I'm going to try to approach it with the same energy that I was with everything that I just said. And 3, 2, 1, go. 5. And this time, I'm pretty sure I figured out all of the audio problems. This is like the 4th or 5th time within the past couple weeks that I've had audio issues in the beginning, but I'm hoping that this changes now. So, with that said, I'm covering a very important topic as it pertains to electronic music and rhythm. What that is time signature. So, throughout the history of electronic music, we have been stuck in this very, very basic time signature, which is 4 on the floor. And basic was best the term to describe this, right? See, I'm sure if you've listened to House of Techno, you've heard boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. So boots and cats is essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, boots and cats and 3 to 4, then boots and cats and 3 to 4, then boots and cats and 3 to 4, right? So if you go to a club, if you outside of a club, if you ever heard this type of music, you're going to hear that type of kick clap combination. So I am here tonight at 5:15 p.m. in Venice Beach, California, to explore different types of rhythms. And I'm going to start with 3/4. So first, let's talk about on the floor. So what does on the floor mean? That means the kick drum is on the floor. It's happening at the first beat of every measure. Now, that beat right there has no time signature, right? At this point, it's just on the floor. So it's important to understand what on the floor means, right? Which is that the kick is happening at the first beat, right? And if I want to have that boots and cats beat, I could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So that's 4 on the floor. Pretty basic. We all get that. Let's go here and actually show you what it looks like. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, why is this a problem? Well, it's not really. There's a lot of amazing rhythms that can happen in 4/4. In fact, pretty much every song that you've heard in electronic music is in 4/4. So why am I here trying to break that mold? Well, I think that in order to innovate within electronic music, we need to start exploring different time signatures, not just because, well, why are we doing this? Well, there's other time signatures that have different rhythms that make you move in a different way. It evokes a different type of emotion when you are listening to a beat in 3/4 versus 4/4. So I want to make sure that you're aware of what these sound like. And I think it's important that we have some content on the internet focusing on these things. So what does 3 on the floor sound like, you might ask? Well, instead of boots and cats and boots and cats, that would be boots, boots, cats, boots, boots, cats. So you still have the upbeat, still have the downbeat, the upbeat, right? But instead of the clap happening on the 2 and the 4, it happens on the 3. So a 3/4 electronic music on the floor beat would sound like 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Pretty simple. Instead of boots and cats, it's boots, boots, cats. So double the boots, singular the cats. Okay. And if you're a cat lover, I apologize for removing a cat, but I think it's actually important to explore this. So why? Let me give you some other examples of this. Now, I'm actually using Machine right now. The reason I'm using Machine is, if you're a Force user, you know this. You cannot change the time signature on Force. What a bummer, huh? Yeah. No, I feel that. I feel that. It is what it is. So I'm within Ableton right now. I got my Ableton session open. And I have Machine open as well. And actually, let's go to this. I was asking ChatGPT to do some really cool stuff as far as to define some words and things like that. So let's go back to desk cam. Let's go to this one right here. Okay, cool. Echo. Oh, god damn it. Let's see. Echo, 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 echo. Echo, echo. I don't see any reason there would be echo on this one. So I'm going to assume there's no echo on this one right here. Ah, when I switched to Ableton. Okay, cool. Hold on. Let me fix this. Echo, echo. There it is. Echo is gone now. Let me just make sure that echo's gone here as well. And echo should be gone there. Okay. So I think we're good to go. Yeah, just when the music program is up. Nice. Cool. So we're going to record a little bit of this. So I'm going to turn on my one tooth. Ah, look at that. We're still in 4/4. So let's go over here, and you see the little time signature thing right there? We're going to turn that down to 3. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I have a bunch of different kits here. I'm going to go to group A and kind of just find something interesting. Now, if you don't know, the way that I drum and the reason I'm able to be so efficient with my drumming is I use note repeat. Note repeat is a feature on a drum machine that allows you to hold down a pad and then that note actually repeats at whatever tempo that you set it at. So I'm on 16th note, right? So if I want to play a 16th note, note repeat, all I have to do is press down at the pad. The harder I press down, the louder it becomes. If I want it faster, I can change to whatever division that I want. Now, Machine has a very efficient way of doing this. You can actually have these 4 buttons on the top of the machine control different rates of rhythm. So 16th note is typically where I start. And you might be asking, well, why not just actually play it? Well, let's try. So if I wanted to play a 16th note, that would require at least 2 fingers. And in some cases, depending on how you drum, 2 hands. I find that to be wasted movement. I find that to be not efficient. And I think rote repeat not only allows you to do less movement and be more efficient, but also more expressive. So I'm going to turn on lock and turn on note. And then whenever I want to trigger the pad, just hold it down. So that was actually 4 on the floor. So let's get our click track going again. 2, 3, 3. Okay, so I have all these different kits here. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's on a loop there. So that's what like a 3/4 groove would sound like. Let's find. Not really crazy about that drum sound, or I'm sorry, that bass sound. So let's add a drum synth. So you might notice here that it does sound like the genre. This has got an acid patch here. So when you change the time signature, it still represents the genre. However, it allows you completely new rhythmic vocabulary to be applied to a certain number of sounds. So any genre, in essence, could be performed in these odd meters. So I'm going to duplicate this real quick. Duplicate that pattern. And then I'm going to select the pad with the drum on, with the bass on it. And then let's write like a little quick 2-bar. Let's go to chord mode. I'm sorry, yeah, no keyboard. Let's select the scale. Let's go modes. No, let's do main. And then let's just do minor. All right, so that's kind of what a 3/4 bass line would sound like. And one of the cool things I like about 3 is you can have that triplet just keep on going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's just the triplet, and you never need to actually have it. Like typically when you're doing a triplet in 4 and 4, you're gonna need to like have like a da 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 da. But we don't need to do that in 3 because it just keeps on going. Oh shit, xxx69.biz. Find your hot girl here. Damn, I already got a bot in here. Fuck yeah. Hey, if you guys want to get laid, go down there and, find yourself a hot girl. Fuck, I need to, we need someone to maybe get this bot out of here. Okay? I don't know if anyone's out there and wants to help me out getting that bot out of here, but, I see that as like a little bit of a problem here. But anyway, cool. So we have the 3/4. Let's actually play that again. And what I'm going to do just for a little bit is just kind of go over some different drum kits and create some different patterns that are in 3/4. just to kind of give you some examples of different genres, what they could potentially sound like in this time signature. And then hopefully at some point you're inspired enough to be like, damn, okay, I actually need to create a beat with this. But before I do that, I'm going to discuss a little bit of why we haven't seen 3/4 as a meme, as I like to call it, as a cultural significant thing. And there's a couple of reasons. I would say the top reason is this, is that most people who start making electronic music do not have traditional music theory education. And this is not by any means a knock on people, but it's true. Like if you go back and you read the Wikipedia of house and techno and how it was created, there are quotes from the creators of these genres that, hey, we're not musicians. And I would completely disagree because they are, but I think what they meant by that is they weren't trained on a particular instrument and they didn't have the knowledge of music theory. And when you have a 16-step sequencer, you're going to make music within the 16 steps. So that's number one. And then as the popularity of the genre grew over the years, well, you need to produce music that other people can DJ into. So why is that significant? Well, there's three types of musicians. There are conductors, there are composers, and there are performers. In electronic music, the conductor is the DJ. They curate music. They bring a vibe to the crowd. The composer is the producer, the person that makes the music. And then for generations now, the performer has also been the DJ. Now that, for me, is an issue. It is one of the reasons why, while working for Native Instruments and Akai, I focused so much on the performance element and creating instruments that allow you to perform. So if we are a conductor-based performance, if the performer is also the conductor in how they conduct and is DJing, well, in order to mix from one song to the other, your song is going to have to be in the same time signature, relatively in the same tempo as the song that you're mixing in and out of. Now, this is why you can't really mix into a song, or at least fluidly. I mean, it can be done, but when you're mixing from a 4/4 track into a 4/4 track, it is much more seamless than mixing from a 4/4 track into a 3/4 track, because the clap would be at a different time. And that could throw people off, and it could even sound a little bit train wrecky. Now, a little bit later, as I dive into this topic a little bit more, I will explain ways that you can produce music with something that I call a plate, which is a time signatureless intro and outro of a song, to where it makes it possible. But that said, now that we have instruments like the ones in front of me, we can actually perform in these different odd meters without needing to DJ at all. So with that said, let me just go and find some different kits here. This is a 3/4 beat. Again, that clap on the 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, desk cam. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. kind of improvising here. That's one of the cool things about having the note repeat on. It just makes the whole process of improvisation that much easier because you're doing less work. So it's more of a flow feel versus a very like strategic programming feel. I kind of like that kit. There we go. Two, three. Nope. Let's try that again. There's something going on there. Let's figure out what it is. All right. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. There we go. Just build on that. There we go. Not crazy about that. Something about the sample is a little bit weird here. Let's see if I can do a little bit of sample editing here. Let's see what's going on. All right, so I have. Okay, let's see. Decay. No, that's not going to work. No, that's just a bad bass sample. Okay, so I'm going to real quick go and try to find another bass sample. See if we can build on top of this. Let's do one shots and let's do bass. Let's find some terrible bass samples real quick. Let's do this. You ready for this? No, we don't want this. Okay, hold on. Let's get past the whole lick part. There we go. Okay. And that is not repeating because... Oh, yeah, I don't have it. Ah, this is why. Okay. I'm pretty sure the ADSR. Yeah, we got that. And then let's go. I feel like there's something else going on here. We got the EQ, saturator, reverb. Let's go ahead and let's remove this, remove that, remove that, remove that. Okay. Now that just sample sounds bad. We're going to erase that, and then we're going to try to load that again. You know, I actually don't like that bass sound. I feel like, do I have a sound pack selected? I must. Because there are not a lot of bass sounds in here. There we go. divisions of 1, 2. 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, right? So you can imagine that there would be actual innovation in the way people dance depending on this as well. Okay, so let's find a good lead sound or something like that. You know what I'm going to do real quick? I'm going to erase these kits that I'm not really digging. And we're going to erase that one. That's a bass synth. We don't want that. Let's get rid of that. And you know what Soundpack has really good kind of lead sounds is deep matter. Yes. Deep matter. And for this, actually, we're going to go into sounds. So sounds versus samples. So when you're using machine, I don't know how many you use. What's up? Hello, prototype. When you are using machine, your browser is basically your best friend. This is the thing that you're going to want to get most familiar with as you are getting started, is knowing how to find sounds, because otherwise you're just pretty much lost. Like, how do I know what I want when I don't know where it is? So whenever I get a new sound pack or I buy any samples, I become very familiar with how to find them first. Because when you cannot find the sound that you want, it breaks flow. And then that idea that you had in your head that was so banging, that was going to make all those booties drop, is going to be gone. So I know these sound packs pretty well. However, it has been a little bit since I've actually played around with a little bit. So let's load this guy up, or girl. Okay, and let's make sure. Let's tune it properly. Not octave. There we go. But we're in 3, right? So I'm using 5 fingers there, which would work for a 5/4 beat. However, maybe we should start with 3. So what's an effective way of doing that? Well, I'm going to go ahead and change the amount of octaves that this arpeggiator controls to 3. So now we're working in the triplets and in sets of 3s. What's up, beat and delete? Okay, real quick question. I don't know if Zanis is still here. He is an audio engineer, I believe. How does it sound? Because over here on my, it's looking a little bit red, and I don't want it to be that. Like, I don't want to, look back and not be able to clip something because it's clipping. No pun intended. So maybe you can let me know. Thank you, Zanus. One, two, three. I love filters. I don't know what I would do without a filter. I mean, besides cry, of course. I would cry probably. Let's do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do in order to combat that, I'm going to turn down the... Okay, there we go. I didn't realize that I actually had to turn down a little bit. That should do it. Check, check, check. Sounds good to me. So you always want to keep your time divisions, everything in sets of 3. And then just get into the habit of that 1, 2, 3. There was at least 3 years of my life where every piece of music I heard was in 3. And in fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go over to, let's see if I have a window over here. Yes, let's, whoopsie dips. No, come on now. Where is that? We're going to take this and we're going to show this guy right here. And we're going to go to my YouTube channel. I'm going to walk you through a performance that I did. I believe it was 2015, 2016. We'll find out here in a minute. All right, let's see. Nick Trakakis. Okay, and let's go to my channel, and then let's go down to performances, and I think it was my, oops, not this one, I'm sorry, not this piece of shit performance, no, I'm just kidding. It's one of these though. Let's go to videos all. I should, at this point, I really should know how to do this. Okay, videos. Cool, here we go. Recently uploaded, no, we don't want that. Oh, right, all right. Nick Trakakis is performing in 3/4. Now, let's see if we can get this working properly. In order to get this coming out of the stream, we're gonna have to go over here. Stick with me here, guys and gals. And we're gonna select not panel, but what's the output device? I should have started with this. This is actually this is an important performance, if you ask me. So I originally did this performance in, or at least I posted it on YouTube 6 years ago. So that should give you an idea of how long I've been working on this particular problem, issue, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to play this. All right. So this is, and I'll actually go away. This is a younger version of me with shorter hair, as you can see. And I'm on my Machine Studio with similar synths. And this is a performance that I did completely from scratch, right? So that was kind of a big deal for me. It's like, how do you create a performance from scratch? And goddamn, I can't tell you how many takes it took to get this. At least 50, probably less than that, but like a lot of different takes. So it might look easy here, but it was hard to get to the point. So without further interruption, let's watch this real quick. And then we'll watch it full on through, and then I'll kind of break down some of the techniques that I used with it.
All right, let's do this.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I think the main feature of this is clearly it's in 3/4. Hold on real quick. Listen to how I scream when I close the door. Yes! I was so fucking pumped at that point. So, let me go. Oh, Jesus. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that, my beautiful people. Okay.
All right, let's do this.
So I'm going to turn it down a little bit and kind of break down what's going on here. So I start off with that vocal sample, and I'm bringing up the filter, and you can kind of, You can hear it. And then I record the hi-hat and then the open hi-hat right here. And then I have a 909 hi-hat that was muted on the pad. And then you can also see me striking the pad there. Let's go back a little bit right here. You see how I'm playing the pad, but you can't hear anything? You're gonna hear that snare drum later. And that's kind of the build up. Now, that was wasted movement. If I had done that now, that would have been no repeat and not played live like that. All right, so what I did right there, hold on. This is a good little one, right? So it's actually a 2-bar loop. 3, 1, 2. And then I go here and I double. You see how I kind of like go and like quickly 1, 2, 1, 2, right there. I made it an 8-bar loop at that point. And the way that works, hold on, let's see that again. Double 8-bar loop, cool. Take off record, and then I trigger that build up sample, right? Ooh, that is just fucking smooth. There's so much movement going on there. Build up, take on record, mute the kick drum. And then I play this live, right? And dum 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 dum. And hit that octave real quick, and then you see how I hit the record button real quick, and then I turn it off, right? And then I delete. Okay, so here's the okay, right here. This shit is, dare I say, next level. Okay, so I delete right here. I delete it. Ding 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 ding. I had to delete that first one. Ding 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 ding. Right, and then okay. Remember when I was telling you earlier how I recorded that thing beforehand? That was the snare drum. So I unmuted the snare drum. I bring up the filter. I hit that open one, and then I unmute the kick drum, and then quickly trigger that motherfucking fucking A, man. And then, okay, and then we had that, hold on, and then right here, see I unmuted the 909 hi-hat real quick, and then I go over to the Moog, and you can see right about here, right? That is the glide, okay? So the glide goes on and off at various different points, and I think I've lost, I shouldn't say I've lost, I just haven't practiced my Moogs in like so long, but goddamn did I spend a lot of time practicing the Moog synthesizer, right? And I think this was probably peak practice time. And was it 2015? It's 2000 and almost 2023, almost 8 years ago. Should probably get back into it, but anyway, let's go back about 10 seconds and let's watch this Moog solo, and I'll kind of break down the Moog solo for you. Glide on, glide off, and then boom, glide off. Right hand always on the filter. And then turn on the glide. No, wait. I use the pitch bend there. Turn on the glide. Turn off the glide. Go up 1 octave. And then you hit that. And this is where the problems become. Okay, so what I do is I hit the sustain there. So now I don't have to touch it. It just sustains that note. And then I'm modulating. Okay, so real quick, what I'm doing right here is I'm modulating the pitch of the oscillator. 2. Right here. Turn on the sustain. Modulate oscillator 2. And then right there, I turn up the LFO. and I turn on the pitch bend. It goes up 1 octave. Slow down the LFO. Use the filter to fade out. Mute the kick drum. Turn down the bass. Filter. Start to fade out, and boom, right there. Okay, so that was a big one right here. This little trick right there. So muting is always a big thing with machine, right? So like when you mute the pads, right? Mute. So now it's just actually what I did there is I didn't just mute. I actually unmuted the kick drum, because at one point I mute the kick drum right here, right? I turn down the filter on the bass, the Prophet 12, right? And then I mute 3 kicks, and then I unmute the kick drum. And then I turn up the reverb on that vocal sample. And I turn down the filter, so it kind of fades it away a little bit. Let it ride a little bit. Hit stop, and then bam, that's the performance right there. That's how you do it, kids. That was a great one, man. I fucking love that video. I think that's there's the ad again. Okay, cool. Let's fix that. So that was that one. That's actually my favorite performance that I've ever done. I think it's deserves way more than 6,000 views. So if you're out there and you feel like actually like showing some people some cool things,
Share my stuff, please. Hit the like and subscribe button.
I'm just kidding. You actually don't have to do any of that. Although I'm nearing 5,000 subscribers here on YouTube and on Twitch. I am nearing 40. Wow, what a big deal. Oh, this guy's a big deal with 40 subscribers or followers. I'm just kidding. Okay, so that was an example of a 3/4 performance in the past. Now let me, you know what I'll do here is I'm actually going to go into and maybe find a song that I produced in 3/4. So I had this, what do you call it? Moniker called Other there for a little bit. I've always struggled with creating names for myself, monikers specifically, but now with ChatGPT, I can just basically add. I can just make a prompt to create every single band name and moniker or pseudonym or anything that I'd ever want, and it would do it way better than I have. So if you are into AI, or if you're not into AI, well then fuck off. I'm just kidding. Don't fuck off. Continue watching. But if you're looking for a better way to kind of name things, then AI is a pretty good way of doing it. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to play this one song called Run. And Run is about lying about things and running away from your problems through your lies. So deep. So deep. But anyway, I'm going to play this song. It is in 3/4, okay? So I tried to make an entire EP in the time signature of Boots, Boots, Cats versus Boots and Cats. And I think this was one of the most interesting ones. It's kind of got that like melodic techno, Stefan Bodzin vibe to it. However, Stefan Bodzin had not really broken out into the scene yet at this point. So I would consider it a little bit more of Seoplex or something along those lines. Okay, so with that said, here is Nick Trakakis' song, Run. And then I'll break it down for you. We're going to listen to it first, and then I'll break it down for you. Two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. still a visualizer? Nope. LFO action, sample and hold. I know, square wave. Square wave. Yeah. Oh, God, I just fucking love that song. I'm sorry. I love that song so much. Okay, so, what are some comments that we have here? We have, Barnabas Bulger. What's up, Barnabas Bulger? And Beat and Delete. In my head, 3/4 was the waltz time signature. Yes. Oh my God. How many times have I heard that throughout the decade of trying to create 3/4 dance music? In fact, when I was tour managing Pete Tong, I tour managed Pete Tong for 5 years, if you did not know that. Thank you so much, P-MIDI PD Patch. I tried to introduce him to, I tried to basically say that, like, hey, 3/4 is the future. Let's do 3/4. Let's like make some songs in 3/4. And the first thing that he says, and the first thing that most people say to me, is it's a waltz. And it is not just a waltz. It is a blank palette of rhythm that you can build upon. And the whole purpose of this stream is to show you that this time signature deserves to be used in a on the floor or within these type of genres. So with that said, maybe, I don't know, I think I could break down that song maybe a little bit. It doesn't have the visual aspect that the performance does. Waltz number 6/8 isn't, I mean, depends. It really depends. I mean, like, 6/8, 3/4, same thing depending on how you count it. It really is the same thing, just depending on how you count it. So, but yes, 3/4, 6/8, same difference. Okay, so let me go back to that song real quick. Run, and I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, and let's break down like the key elements. So you have dun, 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 that repeating vocal. Because that is in 3/4, I never have to go like da 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 to like get the fit within the 4/4 time signature. And right now, there's really nothing that says this is in a time signature except 2, 3. That like pad. And it hits that low note, and then the clap. That's a 3/4 element right there. Cut out the drums. Bring up filters on the different synths. And then the snare drum with the filter on it, filter opening up. Keep on going, build, and release. 3, 3, 2, 3. And the bass line hits on that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And then this Moog solo, or Moog melody, whatever you want to call it, is a good example of how melodically you can use the time signature. 2, 3. And they had that 909 ride there. And then again, it's one of those like in the performance I just showed you. It's the sustaining Moog. And honestly, a Moog just sounds so good that you don't even need to play a melody. You can just tweak the parameters and get it to... And this is multiple Moog played in a chord. Multiple Moog played in a chord. I suppose that works. Snare drum coming in. Okay, so I have some other songs. I kind of like going through some music here. Let's see. Barnabas, any new releases? Oh God, here's the thing. I don't release anything. I'm the worst. I really am the worst when it comes to releasing music. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Let's go into, I had this one project called Ghoul. And I'm pretty sure that I have the song that I'm looking for within here. Give me a second to find it real quick. In fact, you can find it with me. Okay, so when you want to search for things, you go here and you go Google. Hey, what's up, Bryn? Oh, beat and delete. You were converting me. I'm definitely going to try some 3/4. Well, fuck yes, you are. I mean, come on now. That's kind of the whole purpose of this thing. We want to change people's perspective on this time signature, and I think it's really important to think about things like that. Okay, let's see. What else do I have? I think was it Wojciech? No, that's not it. Maybe it was still a dope track though. Yeah, I was going crazy with my trick style stuff there. Okay, all playlist songs. And is that really all that I have here? Inside of this fucking computer? Google compilation. Hold on. Give me a second. What's the longest sound? No way. No way. No way. In fact, this might be the only stuff that I have on here. Let's see, man. Let's see here. Do I have anything else? Cool, Gaffa. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go into my browser. And I'm going to go to SoundCloud. I know I have it on SoundCloud over here. So stick with me here for a second as I go into my SoundCloud, which I rarely log into. And I have a feeling I'm still paying for SoundCloud, which is probably a bad idea at this point. It's just like money being thrown away. All right, here. So we're going to go to profile. Popular tracks. One track, 11 years ago. What track is this? Oh, geez, that's the one. Nick Trikakis. Here we go. Here we go. All right, let's actually sign out. And then let's sign back in. I don't even know what profile that I was actually signed in on right there. Let's sign in. I'm pretty sure I know what my password is. Let's connect to Facebook. Ooh, Facebook. Let's connect to Meta. Continue. And let's see if this brings up the profile that I'm seeking. And it did. All right. Beautiful. So I'm going to show you some very, very experimental tracks that I created in 3/4 on here. And the purpose of this is really to give you, to understand the palette that 3/4 allows. I think a lot of times it's just, you just need to hear something. And what I realized for myself is that the more I talked about 3/4, the less interested people became in my music. I'm not going to lie. It was kind of a struggle. So I think it was a little bit of ego, probably more ego than I thought, because when you're trying to innovate on something, there really needs to be a reason for that innovation to exist beyond the technical explanation of what it is. So when I was saying, hey, it needs to be in 3/4, well, if every other track is in 4/4, what's the actual purpose of it? And most people don't even know what time signature is. I'm going to say, I have no metrics on this, but I would assume most people don't know what time signature is. So when I say that, it just doesn't even make a fucking difference. So why would I use that? Okay, so Cannibal Diaries. Ghoul was the name of the Cannibal Diaries, and I'm pretty sure that... There we go. This song right here. This is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What's up, Bryant? Two. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. This track is something else, man. It's different. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna let this ride for a little bit. Oh, and before I do that, I do want to say that this character, Ghoul, is the vocal aspects of it are completely improvised. I feel like most rapping these days is the lyrical content is either copied from previous generations or just completely nonsensical, and it's really the rhythmic elements of the voice that I find to be important. So for example, think of the scat vocal in jazz. Now there's no lyrics, right? But rhythmically and melodically, it's something interesting. So the rapping equivalent to scatting is what I call yapping. Yap. So Ghoul is a yapper. And all of these, all of these vocal elements in this are completely just random, me getting in front of this microphone right here and creating what I call yapping. So, and it's in 3/4. So enjoy this as I step out for uno momento. My last stream, you can see me kind of like working through some of those like force techniques. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so again, another example of what and that's a slower tempo, but it's still on the floor. So 3 on the floor, aka Boots Boots Cats. And then we have the Vapors. What's up, the Vapors? I appreciate you being here in the chat. I appreciate all of you being here in the chat. The chat is the fuel, the dopamine hit that I get every single time somebody talks in this chat. I am inspired to continue streaming. In fact, I've wanted to end streams and somebody new comes into the chat, and guess what? I can't end it at that point. So I appreciate that. Am I performing anywhere soon? I'm in LA. Yes, I'm in Venice Beach. Am I performing anywhere soon? No. And that is something that I believe will change. I do feel like the live streams and actually just getting out here and sharing my knowledge is really important to begin with. But eventually I'm going to want to share my art, and that's where the shows come in to play. One of the reasons that I'm not playing much is, well, I have a business that I'm running out here, and that's kind of my number one priority. And I also have a 13-year-old daughter who is my actually number one priority. Number two priority being sharing stuff. So I did play a festival that I helped organize called Love Machine recently, and that was great. And I do believe that moving forward, there's going to be a bit more performances coming from my way. But the good thing is I keep on practicing, which means I keep on getting better, which means when I do hit the dance floor or hit the booth or hit the stage or whatever, it's going to be even better. So with that said, I'm pretty sure I have one in here in 5 and another one in 3. So let me just go through and see what I got here. Yeah, see this one, okay, this one's fucking crazy, okay? I'm just gonna be straight up with you. This song is insane. Still yapping, still the Google moniker. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So real quick, that whole like that shit right there, that's just a different type of hit. That's a different type of hit. Like rhythmically, even rapping in 3/4 has the ability to completely change, because triplet rap is actually, I mean, that's been the meta for at least 5 years now, is this whole triplet rap thing. And when your beats in 3/4, you don't have to go like, you don't have to stop and pause, because typically what you'll have with triplet rap, you have like da ba da ta ba da da hey 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, right? So you have that kind of that pause, which makes the triplet work within the 4/4 time signature. However, when the beat's in 3/4, it's like it just can keep on going, right? So it's a good example of that Okay, so here we get into the drum solo. This is my band, right? I've not listened to Finnish hip hop. Hey, Bryn, join the Discord. Craziest drum solo. So I'm gonna load up. Yeah, I'm gonna load up this kit real quick. This drum kit. I'm gonna show you some. So this is actually in 4, and then I jump back into 3. So I went a little bit hard here, as you can tell. I was in a phase where I was like, I'm gonna make the music so difficult to listen to. I don't know, it's jazz, man. There we go. Okay, so that song's crazy as fuck, right? It's certainly not mainstream, but oof, this part, I fuck you up real hard in that song, but then I lull you, I hypnotize you with those beautiful bells. And those strings. And that lead. Oof, check this out. That song, man, I swear to God, that song is just like all sorts of shit. But it's an odd meter, baby. Okay, so I've done the Boots Cats. So I think now is time to kind of introduce the Boots Cats. Okay, so Boots Cats. Real quick, Anyone in the chat have an idea of what boots, cats might be? The club would go nuts. Oh God. You know what? That's the first time I've heard that, because I kind of feel like my club, the club music would just, they'd hear that and be like, what the fuck? So, okay. So if boots, cats is 3/4. Yeah, pushing boundaries. That was the whole purpose, literally, of the project, was to push the boundaries. What has not been done? If you know, okay, if you've watched any of my videos, and if you know me personally, then you know that is very important. It's not about pushing boundaries. It is about doing what has not been done and making that the focus of my artistic expression. What hasn't been done? Well, do that. Right? That's how Force came into existence. What needs to happen? Well, electronic musicians need an instrument to perform. They need a digitally native instrument to perform. Boom. It's here. I think that's really important. Your visuals would make for some awesome content. Oh, would make for an awesome concert. Ooh, oh, appreciate that. And beat and delete, you are right. Boots, cats is 5/4, right? So we're gonna, what are we gonna do here? Let's do this. I know I somewhere in this kit or in this selection I have just an 808. I'm pretty sure I have the 808 in here. And I'm going to read. I swear to God, I can read. And there is not an 808 kit in there. So I'm going to go to this Group C on my second bank of pads. I'm going to go into the browser. I'm going to go over to groups, and I am going to find the 808. Oh, I turned on preview. Oh, God damn. Uh-oh. Okay. My mic went silent for a minute. It's actually been working really well. Okay, so I'm going to load up the 808 kit. And I'm going to turn down the volume a little bit over here on this screen, just because the 808 kit, as default, requires a little bit of finessing, meaning I have to turn down most of the volume. So I'm going to turn down the volume so to get a little bit quieter here for a second. And then I'm going to hit volume. And I'm going to bring that down 9 decibels. I'm going to bring this down about 11. Bring that down about 4. And each of these around 7. And then this down like 12 decibels. And if you don't know, every 3 decibels is half the volume. Okay. This one actually makes a clip. So I'm going to turn that down a bit, and then I'm going to turn up the volume with the stream. And then we're going to explore 5/4. We're going to explore 5/4, and we're going to do it on the 808. So 808s. Now, I think drum machines in general, I like to use the Frank Zappa. The Frank Zappa analogy. He just did not like drum machines. And I think the main reason he didn't like drum machines is they lacked dynamic range. They were just basically, you had the choice between a regular hit and an accented hit. And that was just not enough. We needed more than that. We needed more than those 2 different volumes in order to create truly real organic sounding drum sounds. Now the 808 can be played with dynamics. Now I'll show you here. No repeat with it on. Doesn't matter what I do to the pad, right? I can really dig into it. You know, with fixed velocity on, I'm sorry, not no repeat, fixed velocity, it's just gonna all sound the same. But if I turn that off, then I can add my accents based on the pressure. So how do you play an 808? Get your booty on the floor tonight. Okay, what do we have? We had the Vapors saying, does not Akai do anything cool that I didn't know about? Does the Akai? Let's see. I mean, it does a lot of stuff. I think, okay, I'll say this real quick just to digress and try to answer the Vapors question. The force in any instrument that has been created in the past, really since the conception of electronic instruments, has been used as a tool to compose music. However, when you use it as a tool to perform music, that is where you reach limitless possibilities. So, my advice to you is to use your instruments to perform and to suck at those instruments as long as you can until you can perform on them. In fact, if you think that you've sucked as long as you can, you probably have not sucked long enough. So don't be afraid to not be good at something. Don't be afraid to sound bad. Children, when they pick up a trumpet, it is loud. Why do parents not want to buy their kids a drum set? Well, because that shit is loud. And they don't want to hear a shitty musician being loud. But on a digital instrument, you can just put on your headphones and you can suck all by yourself. What a luxury. What an incredible luxury to suck all by yourself with your headphones on. And then eventually, you're going to reach a level around 3,000 hours, depending on your aptitudes and your natural ability and what other instruments that you've mastered, to where you no longer suck. And you're going to be able to do cool shit. So suck. I am telling you right now to suck at something. And then suck until you don't. That is my best advice. That is the meta. So anyway, now that I've gone a little bit deep there, I'm going to go and do my desk cam. And then we're going to talk about 5/4. Okay. Suck till you suck a little less. Yes, Xanus, exactly. That's like really what it is. It's like you only suck so long and then you suck less. And I don't know. Nothing against sucking, okay? Sucking can be great. Lollipops are amazing, right? We suck those. I'm just kidding. Anyway, a little off track here. Okay, so I'm going to change the time signature of Ableton to 5/4, which should allow me to hit play. And I'm going to go to a new scene. Okay. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just because I really enjoy faster tempos these days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I gotta turn down that hi-hat. Turn it down to about 6 dB down. That's a 5/4 beat right there. So I'm gonna record it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. new group, and let's load up a bass synth, and then let's tune that bass with, let's actually go this one. Okay, I'm gonna stop this. I did it the hard way. I went from C to D all the way down by semitones, and I just could have went up 2 semitones to hit D. So how do we make a bass line? So I'm gonna go to my note repeat, and I'm gonna turn off. So I had it set to 3 octaves, and then that's too low. So let's go up a little bit. So if you don't know, the bass synth on Machine is based off of the TR-303, which is a legendary bass synth. Let me just seat up a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and play this. It's actually in G, not D. Five. Now that bass line is pretty whack, but we can try to make it cool. So my the natural rhythm of myself is not in 5/4. So I do find myself struggling a little bit more to find rhythms and bass lines and things in 5. 4 and 3, natural as fuck. Like I said, for 5 years, like most of the songs that came into my mind were in 3/4. Let's see who's here. Oh, okay, cool. So I got some viewers on Twitch. Zanis, I know you're there, or I think you're there, but Twitch channel is pretty much brand new. Beacon's just like, Beacon is my friend and business partner, is very, very, very strict about his twitchness. Anyway, cool. All right. So let's see, 5/4. I'm pretty sure I made a song with my brother in 5/4. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go into Apple Music, and we're going to search New Trick. Dance Monkeys. That was it. No. Was it Dance Monkeys? No, it wasn't. We'll listen to Dance Monkeys afterwards, because I made some pretty badass music with this guy. That's my brother, and you can tell he kind of looks like me, except he's more sexy and taller. God damn it. Okay, so Calipatria. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm pretty sure this song is in 5/4. Let's play it. No, that's undefined. This one. 4, 5, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's just a little example of what that of the power of 5/4. It's just like it's got a completely different groove to it, and I mean that's the real point of this entire stream, is to kind of show you that there's other rhythms out there that need to be explored within electronic music. Electronic music has no boundaries. There are so many different samples. There are so many different possibilities that you can achieve, because it combines two essential art forms, which is music, being a musician, conducting, composing, and performing, and it mixes that with audio engineering. So I like to call it the digitally native musician. And the digitally native musician is a conductor, composer, or performer of music that's also a specialist of recording and manipulating sound. Now, that is a fucking mouthful. But as music is defined by the Webster Dictionary, is a composer, conductor, composer, or performer of music. There is no clean definition for an audio engineer, so I had to define it myself, which is a specialist in recording and manipulating sound. I find that to be very clear, right? So the digitally native musician has both of those tied into the same thing. If you want to be a digitally native musician, if you want to create music in today's day and age, you need to combine those two art forms in a way that is meaningful. Does that resonate with you? Because it certainly does with me. And if it doesn't, then God, I need to work on that a little bit. Just a little bit. I will say that there was something cool about, I'm just going to kind of digress here for a second. And I'm going to go over to my Discord. And if you don't know, I don't like the name Trick Style Squad. I think it's so fucking lame, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to throw it into chat. And then chat, you can go and join the Discord. I will say there's some really good conversations going on in here. And one of the things that resonating intensifies, thank you so much, Beat and Delete. Beat and Delete, you said that Pattist was actually your favorite. So one of the things I asked ChatGPT-3 earlier was, let's go here. This is the Discord. There's a few people in here, but there's some really good conversations going on, because like really like the conversation, the type of narrative that I want to create is like kind of what I'm pretty sure it was the Vapors brought up earlier, is like doing what has not been done, right? So I think that's really important with any type of technology, with any type of art form, is like finding that source energy, right? And when I do source energy, like I'm literally plugging in to my brain, right? Because that's where the source happens. It's like boom, boom, boom. And then it flows through your chakras. And then you can have all these different chakras that are activated by the source energy in a flow state. But anyway, I digress. I think it's important to, I think you're very right by naming things is important. Yeah, absolutely. I like having, like being able to define something to where you can say a single word and then people know what you're talking about does not exist to the level that it does with other types of art forms that have existed for hundreds of years. I think that's really an important thing to do. So in my conversation with GPT earlier, my prompt was, I forget what the actual prompt was. I wish I'd actually saved that. But essentially, I've been trying to figure out, what do you call the digitally native musician? I don't think that the digitally native musician has enough sex appeal, for lack of a better term, to really be something that is meaningful, right? It's got to be something that, where when you say DJ, guess what? They know what that is. They didn't necessarily know quite as much as that meant until the mid 2000s. Like, I think a lot of people didn't even know that DJs matched beats and did like any of the tools. Now, when you say DJ, it kind of just makes sense. When you say I'm a guitarist, Well, then you know that a guitarist plays the guitar, a pianist. You know that a pianist plays the piano. I play trumpet. Trumpetist? I don't think that's what it's called, but you get my point. What do we call someone who plays pads? Right? Like, what do you call someone who is performing electronic music? And I think ChatGPT 3 did a pretty fucking badass job at this. So, a padist is a combination of pad and artist. This term suggests a musician who is skilled at using pad-based instruments to create and perform music. Pretty fucking clean, not gonna lie. Padist didn't sound sexy to me though. It wasn't like, hey baby, I'm a padist. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's something to like wanting to get laid based on the type of musician that you are, right? Sex appeal. And I say this like totally joking, but sort of serious at the same time. Sort of keyword, right? So the next one is electronaut. So this is a play on astronaut. This term suggests a musician who is exploring a new musical territory and pushing the boundaries of electronic music. Now, I will say this. I love that definition. I think that's a fucking sick definition right there. A musician who is exploring new musical territory and pushing the boundaries of electronic music. Now, I certainly resonate with that. However, electronaut is just a little bit fucking cringe. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what you think about that, but electronaut. I don't know if I'm gonna go up to a babe at the party and be like, hey baby, I'm an electronaut. You know what that means? That means I'm pushing the boundaries of electronic music performance. I know, it's so fucking cringe, right? All right, so the one that I was actually kind of down with is number 3, which is Padmaster. Ooh, right? It's a little bit like Boomer, right? Like Grandmaster Flash. But when I put it like Padmaster Trick, I was like, ooh, we got something there. There might be something to Padmaster. Although I still think it's just, pad is not a sexy word, right? So like, you know, I kind of want something that's a little bit more, I don't know. Padmaster is my favorite out of these 5. Then we have electro percussionist. Actually, what is a pad master? I should say this. A combination of pad and master. This term suggests a musician who has mastered the art of using pad-based instruments to create and perform electronic music. Again, these definitions are so much better than the actual terms, in my opinion. And now it's all subjective. I do think that padist kind of wins. But the definition of electronaut is very, very compelling. Now, pad master, a combination of a pad and master. This term suggests a musician who has mastered the art of using pad-based instruments to perform electronic music. Really good definition. Pretty fucking cool name, you know, master. Also, but it's got some ego in there, and I'm trying to like void ego and just go straight for the sex appeal. You know what I mean? Electro percussionist. Whack. I don't know. I just can't imagine being like, oh yeah, like, dude, we're gonna go see this guy at Sound Nightclub in LA, and it's gonna be a button boy. Zanis, you're the best. Button boy. What was it? No, I had some friends call me Mr. Percussion Buttons. Mr. Percussion Buttons, and I was really down with that. I was like, that's actually a pretty hilariously cool name, Mr. Percussion Buttons. I was like, maybe Dr. Percussion Buttons. I don't know. We'll see. And then Padtronic. Ugh, come on. Like, I don't know about that. This is a playful combination of pad and electronic. This term suggests a musician who is skilled using pad-based instruments to create and perform electronic music. Very good. Very good. In fact, I think now is a good time to go in. Mr. Percussion Buttons is pretty fucking legit, right? I know. I thought the same thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking down with that. They were also on acid. They were on drugs. Okay. I don't know if you can see my face, but I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm not at all kidding. I was not on acid. My friends, I have had bad trips and I have post-traumatic stress. So I no longer do acid. Okay, so create a new, maybe coin a new term to describe a musician who uses pad-based musical. We're going to do this. Yeah, musical instruments. Oh, yeah, you can't see that. Hold on, let me go over here. Sorry. Jeez. Hey, be nice. Okay. And then we're going to go here. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to do this. All right, there we go. Okay, yeah, okay. No. We didn't want that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Fuck it. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and do new chat here, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do coin a term to describe a musician who uses pad-based musical instruments to produce and perform electronic music. One term that could be used to describe a musician who uses pad-based instruments to produce and perform electronic music. This term could be is pad musician. Oh God, ew, fuck all that. Okay, I fucked that. That's a little hang up. Coin a new term, pad musician. That's basic as fuck right there. Sorry. I don't mean to hate on you, GPT. You're actually really say exclusively. Okay, where do I say exclusively? I mean, I think DJ still applies. No, a DJ is a conductor of music. It really is. When you think about it, the three types of musicians: conductors, composers, and performers. The conductor is the DJ, the performer is the producer, and the performer is the DJ. So we can't go back. We need something new. We need a new term. Like, I am not a fucking DJ, dude. Okay? Okay? Sorry, I got triggered there. Okay. Define a music. Zanus, where do I'm going to take this. I'm curious on where you think. So there's the prompts. And then I think what you should do is Padtron. Oh no. Oh, GPT is falling off right now. Okay. I think coin. Define. Create and define. Oops. Whoopsie doops. Thanks, Beacon, for the whoopsie doops. It's my new favorite thing to say. No, AI will not destroy the world. A musician who exclusively uses. All right, that's beautiful. Okay. Okay. Create and define a term to describe a musician who exclusively All your patrons belong to us. Exactly. Exclusively uses pad-based musical instruments to produce and perform electronic music. Okay, save and submit. A pad-based musician who solely relies pad musician. Why are you giving me this? It was giving me a list of things before, which I liked a lot better. Okay, pad musician. Okay, create and define a term to describe a musician who uses pad musical instruments to perform electronic music. To not to produce. How about to create electronic music? A list of terms. A list of 10. Oh, fuck. 10 terms. Bitch. Okay, let's do that. 1. Synthwave. No. A genre. Electro. Oh, this is fucking terrible. Okay. All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. We're going off the rails here, guys. And gals. And gals. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Okay. Create and define a list of just get it over with, okay? For fuck's sake. All right. A list of words to describe a musician who exclusively uses pad-based musical instruments to create electronic music. I forget what my prompt was earlier, but it was so much better than this. I got way better outputs. Synthesizer. Oh, fucking A. Oh, I see what it's doing. I see what it's doing here. I fucked this all up. It's actually doing what I told it to do, right? Define. Okay, I didn't say this. A list of new words. Oh, come on. All right. Let's do this. Copy that. Go up here. Do new chat. Enter it. Bam. Oh, come on. This is what happens when you have 100,000 simps out there. You're trying to use ChatGPT. All right. Let's try this. Do this right here, and then let's do this. And then sign connection issue. Okay, cool. Bam, bam, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Padist. Okay, here we go. Electropadist. Padtronica. Padify. Padification. Padified. Padificor. Padatron. Okay, hold on. Padscape. Padsonic. I don't know about this. Pad Diddler. I don't know if I want to be like, hey, baby, guess what I am? I'm a pad diddler. I'll fucking diddler the shit out of those pads. What am I doing right now, guys? Fucking diddling these pads? No, we're not going to do that. I'm going to throw away exclusively. Who primarily uses pad-based instruments. Padtronic, okay, we got that. Electronic, ooh, it has my name in there. Synthologist. Pad Slinger, ooh, Pad Slinger. Beatmeister, okay. Techomancer, that's not right. Synthwave, we already got that. Electro Beat, no, we already got that. Digitalist. Electronica. Okay. Let's just throw away primarily. Who uses pad-based? We're going to take away the musical thing because I think the musical might actually be throwing it off. Pad diddler. I know. Some pretty gross shit out there, man, in the world. And, clearly the Vapors knows what's gross. We appreciate you. Okay, let's see what it says. Modular musician, ambient producer, techno creator. Okay, real quick. Uh-oh. Okay. All these sound like hipster emo bands. I know, right? Pads, knobs, and sliders. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to take that. Pads, knobs. Uses pad-based instruments. Pads. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let me get that. Boom, boom, boom. No, I don't use keys, bro. That's the whole point. Synth wizard, pad musician, knob tweaker, slider slinger. Ooh, we have a slinger in there. Ooh. Button masher. Okay, so synth wizard, a musician who is adept to using synthesizers and other electronic instruments to create music. Pad musician, a musician who is skilled in using pads, electronic drum pads or synthesizer pads to create music. Knob tweaker, a musician who's proficient in adjusting knobs on electronic instruments to create specific sounds. Slider slinger is my least favorite of all of these. I'm not into that. But a slider slinger is a musician who is skilled in using sliders, usually found on synthesizers or electronic drum kits, to shape and manipulate sounds. I do like manipulating sound. Button masher, a musician who is adept to using buttons, often found on electronic keyboards and drum machines, to create music or trigger specific sounds. I know I'm surrounded by keys, and listen, Bryant, I am surrounded by keys right now. Not by choice. Okay? I did not. The things in the background right there, you see all these? With the exception of the DRM1, you see all of those? They all have pads. I worked on all of those instruments. All of them. And guess what? None of them have keys. And that was I used to know a good knob gobbler. Yeah, I'm sure we knob wobbler. What about knob wobbler? All right, now we're getting. I said sexy, okay? I wanted a sexy term, not a sexual term, okay? There's a difference. There's a difference between sexy and sexual, okay? So take your knob gobbler and get the fuck out of my stream. No, I'm just kidding. You can stay. I really am kidding. Okay, so I do like the original ones, and I wish I had the prompt. I should have taken a screenshot. Padmaster might be the one. Padmaster trick. Padmaster trick is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, hey, Padmaster trick. I'm going to see PMT. Kind of like a DMT. Pad pumper. I literally just got through saying no sexual stuff, and then you're about here talking about pumping. Gross. Ew. Padmaster trick is cool. That too short song. Yeah, I know. I don't know that Too Short song. What's the name of that Too Short song? My name is Thomas Too Short Song. I live in Too Short Song, Idaho. Pretty sure somebody in here lives in Idaho, right? Pad Master Trick, yeah. BJ Betty. I trapped that. I trapped that. Boom, 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 boom. Holy shit. I'm fucking losing my mind over here. I'm having fun though. Hopefully you are too. All right, cool. So we're done listening to that. I'm trying to find some other stuff that's in 5/4. In fact, if you know any music that's out there that is electronic based, that is pad based, musical instrument based, and electronic music, blah, blah, blah. If you know any songs out there that are in odd meter that we could listen to live here, that would be actually pretty cool. I'd be down with that. I think it's important to not just listen to music that I have created, but actually other. I, I, okay. For a second there, my microphone is my microphone is working. I'm just kidding. It actually wasn't. No, we're here to hear you. LOL. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, cool. So I do think I don't really know of any other songs. Okay. Bear with me for a second, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug in my hard drive over here, and I think this hard drive. In fact, I don't think I know this hard drive has songs that are in different time signatures, including 3, 4. Trick the Pad Trapper. Yeah, but you know, like the whole the Pad Tapper. No, let's see. Trick the Pad Tapper versus Mr. Percussion Buttons. Mr. Percussion Buttons always wins. Okay. I'm not sure I know any songs off the top of my head that are in Afrobeat 5/4 timing. Do some Fela Kuti remix. Fela Kuti, Fela Kuti, Uta Alamata Echa Fela Kuti, Fela Kuti, Fela Kuti, Fela Kuti, Fela Kuti, Kuti, Fela Kuti, Kuti, Fela Kuti, Fela Kuti, Fela Kuti, Fela Kuti. There you go, Fela Kuti remix. Boom. Good night, Bryn. Appreciate you being here. I like how you went like full Web3 on me right there with your whole GN. Pretty awesome. Monkey Mark. I don't know who Monkey Mark is. If you're going to drop a thing in the chat, make sure that that is also paired with, the artist name and the song name, so I can search it nice and easily. Okay, let's see if, and that's if is a big one right here. I'm going to go and see if my hard drive actually works. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Oh no. All right. I just Googled Monkey Mark. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Or maybe like more like 5-10 seconds. All right. We're just gonna see if this is plugged in. And it is. Oh, all right, there we go. It was half plugged in. See, now we're gonna get sexual because my what do you call it? My hard drive was half plugged in. That's what she said. Fucking hey, come on now. No, that should be working. That should be working. Go ahead and unplug that, and hopefully it doesn't say that I improperly unplugged my hard drive. Okay. Okay, here. Come on now. Give me some of that. Give me some of that music. Nope. Okay. Well, I'm abundantly disappointed right now. Okay, sorry. I realize I've learned from my friend BeaconBot that I need to talk constantly on the stream. Otherwise, there's just going to be this silence and it's going to be really weird. Like, what radio DJ ever does not talk at all times? And also, I'm taking some tricks, pun intended, from my good friend. What's his name? Fuck. He's not a very good friend, clearly. I forgot his name. Bill Burr. Bill Burr. I know. Sexist cunt, right? Okay. So what I want to do here is I'm going to go back and actually, you know what? I haven't really explored much 5/4. So let's do a little bit of that real quick. Let's actually make some noises. Make a few noises. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Hey, 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 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm no longer into that beat. And I guess my hard drive space just got full, which is a bummer. A real bummer. Let's go here. Let's go here. And let's go here. That's not a very good sound. One, two, three, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we've done 5. Let's get a little bit even crazier. Let's do maybe some 7/4. Okay, so 7/4 would be boots, boots, cats, boots, boots, cats, boots, 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 cats, boots, boots, cats, boots, or it could be boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, boots, cats, boots, 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 cats, boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, cats, boots. So the whole boots, cats thing is actually really, you know what? That's actually a very helpful tool to be able to count out different time signatures. So just like basically take every time signature and then add some boots and some cats in there. Meow. All right. So the Vapor said, I'm a huge fan. All the old stuff. I'm a huge reggae fan. All the old stuff when it comes across. Luton, Fire, Chronics, Collybuds, New Kingston. I am also a big old reggae fan. If you didn't know, dub reggae was created because there was an abundance of 4-track masters in Kingston, Jamaica. And these mastering engineers were like, hey, what do we do with all these tapes? So then they took those multi-track tapes and they ran it through a tape echo and created an entirely new genre. So let's do boots, boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, boots, cats. We're in 7 now. Let's go desk cam. can just do boots, 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 cats, boots, 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 cats. Boots, 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 cats, boots, 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 cats. Yeah, I like that. Let's see what that sounds like slower. Let's slow that shit down. Okay, so we're at 126 now. Boots, 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 boots. Let's count it differently. That's also 7. But that's boots, boots, cats, boots, boots, cats, boots. I mean, I sound ridiculous whenever I say boots, boots, cats, boots, boots, cats, boots. But hopefully that's resonating with at least some of you here. Give me a second. Drink some water. Hit the vape. Don't judge me. Okay, so we're gonna go over here to desk. So we could do boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, boots, cats. Boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, boots, cats, cats, boots, cats, boots, boots. So the one thing with 7, and it's really the first. All right, let's read a little bit of this. That was tight, man. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I appreciate it anyway. And it says, does it mess you up when you groove that for a while and then switch to 4/4? Not if you know how to count properly. So it really comes down to like, how are you counting the beats? How are you counting the boots and the cats, right? Like I said, a really good way of kind of like figuring out what it is. Not dance music, but Schism by Tool starts in 12/8 and then goes to 5/8 and 7/4. I only know that. Yeah. So, yeah, Tool. I mean, Dana Carey, rhythmic master, absolutely genius rhythmatist. Okay, hold on. Let's do this real quick. I'm pretty sure I fucked up this whole thing, but let's go to Chat GPT and let's type in rhythmatist. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Okay, cool. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna go to rhythmatist. We're gonna go to try. Excuse me. Define rhythmatist. I'm sorry, but I do not have any information on rhythmatist. Could you provide more context? Oh, geez. Dumbass. Sorry. Didn't mean to call my AI a dumbass. But I did. All right, so define rhythmatist as it pertains, am I spelling that right? Probably not. To a drummer like Dana Carey from Tool. It's not clear to me. Okay, well, whatever. I can tell you that Danny Carey is drummer best known for his work in the band Tool. Tool is an American rock band that was formed in 1990 and is known for its complex, heavy sound and thought-provoking lyrics. Danny Carey has been a member of the band since 1995 as a contributor to a number of their albums, including Anima Lateralis and Fear Inoculum. Well, now you fucking know. That's what a rhythmatist is. Okay. Cool. Moving up on. In fact, okay. So what I'm going to do for the vapors over here is I'm going to... Oh, Xanus left. Okay, he said, all right, I'll have to watch a movie with my wife now. Have fun for the rest of the stream trick. Remember to raid when you are done. Enjoy, YouTubers. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate you. I really do. Zanus is a friend of a Beacon Bot, who is arguably my best friend and business partner here in Los Angeles and beautiful Venice Beach, California. Sorry. Whenever I get too close to the mic, it just cuts out, so I'm not going to do that anymore. All right, so let's try to go from... What are we going to do here? We're going to try to go from... We'll keep it simple. We'll keep it simple and go boots, cats, cats, into boots, cats. And just because just 126 just seems so fucking... I feel like tempo, as I get older, tempo becomes slower. I just want to fucking move faster. Right? Because like time is moving slower, therefore I need to move faster in order to keep up with the time that I was when I was in my 20s. Does that make any sense? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to go into my sound packs and I'm going to find a brand new kit to play with. And we have London Grit and we have Indigo Dust. And Indigo Dust is a Burning Man inspired. So let's go over here and load up some random kit. And we're going to go here. Boots, boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, boots. That's 5. That. Nope, not at all. Because boots and cats is so easy to go back into. This is Boots and Cats. Boots, cats. Come on. Okay, so I did struggle a little bit there, so I don't want to lie to you and say that I don't struggle with it. But if I start with 4 on the floor. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. How did I do that? I somehow soloed that. Alright, let's get that going. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, so I think as long as you're counting it in the moment, and it really doesn't make a difference. That's for performing. Of course, programming, you're going to have to go into your timeline, and then you're going to have to like go here and like, how many bars do I want of 3, 4? Do I want the time signature to change here? Do I want the time signature? And you got to automate all of those things. So it's a little bit different when it comes to actually producing it. But when performing it, I think that if you have good rhythm, then you're not really going to struggle to figure out how that actually works. Let's read some of these things. Pad Diddler. Okay. Todd Ray. Still around. He had a freak show shop in Venice. And you have enough with the diddling. Oh, jeez. Come on now. There's never enough diddling. Let's be real. There is never enough diddling. No, actually, there is. And you're right. We should stop with the diddling. And then we have T-Ray. And then we have Nice. And this is not dance music, but just... Okay, cool. So I'm all caught up with chat. I'll cut up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, So as you can see, I don't know how many of you out here are actually like performing with your fingers, but goddamn is it fun. Did I mute this? I must have muted it. No. Where'd it go? Let's load up a new kit here. Oh, jeez, that's too loud. Let's turn it down. We turned it down 17 decibels. Off topic. Did you take that dial off your forest or did you wear it out? It just fell off. It just fell off, dude. I have a bad habit at taking poor care of my gear because I've worked in music technology so long that literally everything that you see in front of me has been given to me. Do not judge me. It's a bad habit. And now that I no longer work in music technology, I am suffering from the fact that, like, for example, my microphone will just cut out if I get too close to it like this. So I got to be really careful with my stuff now. So I have to spend money in order to, make sure that my gear is upkeep. Okay, so quick review. 2, 3. So this is on the floor. Can anyone in chat tell me what time signature this is in right now? And this is a trick question. No pun intended. I'm going to sit here and wait. So, anyone? Brian? The Vapors? Beat and delete, you're right. There is no time signature, the Vapors. You're just counting this in your head as 4 on the floor. right? Because it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But why is it not? 1, 4 is actually right. Why is this not in any time signature? Beat and delete. This is also a very good practice technique. It's just holding down this. I do too, papers. But guess what? I can count to at least 8. So the reason is because there's no cats. It's boots, 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 boots. If as soon as I add that cats, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's because there was no clap, right? We need your trick style force expansions. I'll buy it for $50. God damn you will. God damn you will. All right. So here's the thing. It all starts with the live stream. I'm live streaming now. I'm able to share these ideas for those of you that are willing to tune in live. And then I will build this into a more concise, more developed course, which will then be put on the internet in some sort of concise, I don't even know if I'm using that word properly. I will put it online and I will include some of these kits because honestly, the kits that I have right now, I'm just over them. I really am. And I've gotten hundreds of requests to release the kits. And I think at this point, I'm just probably not going to release any music using them. Therefore, they should be released and they should be in the hands of you because I know how much they taught me about these techniques. So I'd rather them be in the hands of people that are going to use them to better themselves as musicians than to be hoarded by myself. So I totally feel you. And I will make sure it's at least $50. But now that I know you'd pay $50 for it, I'm... Fuck. See what I'm saying with my gear breaking? I'll probably charge $300. In fact, $5,000. No, I'm just kidding. I won't charge that much, but I do want you to buy it. I do think it's worth whatever it's being sold for, and $50 is probably a good price. All right. Anyway, I am going to do something a little bit different, maybe a little bit off topic. I think I'm going to play some music that I have produced. In fact, I'm going to see if no, I'm sorry. I was going to see if, okay. So I need to use the bathroom. So I need something to kill a little bit of time while I go and do that. I, don't want to get kicked off of the internet by urinating in front of people. So with that said, there's a couple of choices. I could play a performance that I've made. And then when I get back, I can break down that performance and show you what it is. And there's a performance on my YouTube channel that people have been asking about, maybe that one. Or I can play a production, a song that I've created, and I could break that down. What do you want? Which one? Do you want a song that I've produced, or do you want a performance that I have recorded? I'll wait. I'll sit here just for a few seconds and I'll continue to talk, because if I don't talk, then people will leave the stream, even though there's only a few people in here, which I'm cool with. Performance? I pick performance? Okay. With that said, I will go on to my YouTube right now, and we're going to go over here, and we're going to do this, and then we're going to search my name again, and we're going to go to filters. No, we're going to search this guy. How many subscribers do I need to get to? I don't usually do this, but make sure you subscribe and like and hit that notification bell. Okay, let's see. So I have, and the first one wins, right? So I can break down the inevitable. I could break down any of these NPC performances. I can break down my most watched video, the MPK3 or the MK3 machine performance. Which one do you want to see? Let me know. I gotta pee really bad, so someone should let me know pretty soon, hopefully. It's up to you. This one, this one, or this one. MK3, fuck yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. Okay, so I'm going to play this. I'm going to run out to the bathroom real quick. And then, yeah, before it's too late. It'll be too late very soon. Okay, so I'm going to play this from the beginning. And I shall return in a couple minutes. Enjoy. I'm back. I will say this isn't 4/4. Don't judge me. Yeah. Totally agree. This slaps and it is a fucking jam. Okay. Look at this guy. Woo. Okay, cool. So, this is the first time I've actually ever broken down this video. If you can see this underrated and inspiring, this kind of performance, blah, blah, blah. I pay a lot of money to get instructional lessons from this guy. These comments they just warm my soul. Not that we're going to go through and read them, but let's just put it this way. You are the lucky few that get to experience.
Sell online and grow your business with Wix e-commerce. Create a beautiful storefront for your brand.
You know, I will say that Wix is a great service.
Let's do this.
No, let's not. Let's not do this. Okay. Okay. Give me. Let's not do this. Okay. I'm gonna go back real quick. To this guy right here. We're gonna do this. Okay. And I'm gonna break this down. Okay. And this is actually the first performance that you ever saw, Trick Style. And if you don't know, Trick Style is the note repeat style of jamming that I like to use to perform. And this was before. You can see that I wasn't really full trick style because you see this right here? That right here, I'm sorry, you don't see that. This right here means that I was on fixed velocity, which is a no. That is a big no, right? You never want fixed velocity on because that is what Frank Zappa did not like about drum machines. It's the lack of dynamics. So, that said, it works for this particular performance because I am creating more of a, I'm using timing versus dynamics to create emotion in the drum part rhythmically. If that makes any sense to people. I don't know if it does. If it does, that's cool. If not, let me know and I'll try to explain myself better. So I create that beat. Let's go down here. I'm gonna have a little hard time. 4, 2, 4, 1, 2. All right, and then I open up that hi-hat with the decay right here. That's a massive patch right there. And I open that up slowly. You can see my little hand dancing down here. I mute the kick drum. Ooh, that was a great move right there, right? All right, so. Right there, right. So what did I do there? Okay. So this pad right here, actually, let me actually make sure that I'm explaining this right real quick. No, not the next video. God damn it. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. I have a...
if you're a music maker shopping for gear online,
Sweetwater.com.
with the widest selection, best prices.
Okay, sorry about that. Let's go back. And I don't want that. Oh, beat and delete. Okay. I love you, brother. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Open up with that hi-hat. Start building out that beat. I hit that, and then I think I hit 3 pads here. Yeah, I do. Okay. So, I'm trying to remember what this pad is, but you can't see exactly what, like, you can't see what I'm hitting here because I hit it with my thumb, right? So if I go back just a little bit right here. Okay. So this pad is that boom. This pad is that boom, 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 boom. Oh, bye the Bryant. Oh, later, Bryant. Take it easy, brother. I love you. You're the best. Oh, been great, fellas. Got to catch up on Mr. Tomorrow. But my opinion, yourself. Yeah, buy me a cup. I appreciate you. I really do. Okay. So this pad is that boom. This pad is that boom, 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 boom. So I call the brown kind of like the it's like a combination of a crash cymbal, combination of a, I mean, it's obviously a bass hit. This is the stab bass, and this right here is that, which is like kind of like the CO2 going off, and on the you know, like you're at the club and the beat drops and you hear the CO2. So these 3 fingers right here, they kind of hit the pads like this. See this, right? I had this 2 thing, I hit these 2, but then the thumb is hidden, and I go boom. So you'll actually, I mean, maybe you can see that, maybe you can't, because depending on like the placement of the pads, you don't notice it. But just know that there's 3 things going on at the same time, which is big time. Right there. And not only that, I unmute the kick drum. So see that quick movement right there? Right here. I unmute the kick drum, and I hit those 3 pads at the same time. That is hard. And then I go and I start to modulate the massive patch. And then I record right there. This is still a 1-bar loop. I record the open hi-hat. And then I adjust the decay there. And then I hit that boom, boom, boom. And then you can hit that boom. But let's go back a little bit. Right? So check it out right here. See how I hit this twice? I hit it twice. Okay, so what this is doing right here when I hit this is doubling, right? Double it, boom. But like, here's the crazy part about this. Double it, double, and then I go into keyboard mode and I let that loop. So what I have to do is I first have to record the boom. So that boom. Oh, switch camera. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, let me go back. You're totally right. And I appreciate you saying that. Okay, so there it was, right? That was the 3-finger movement. That's when the thumb hit this one. And then these got dum, 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 dum. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I adjust that. And I kind of open up that bump, 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 bump. With that. And then I record the open hi-hat right here, and I adjust the decay right there. Got it. All right. Oh, I'm still on the wrong one. Damn it. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. And gals. You might like this song, Green Karma. Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna try this again. I got to go to the middle view. I'm just gonna show you. This is my little stream deck here. I gotta get to the middle view, and this one goes to this. All right, cool. So that's it. I'm hoping now that. And then I record the open hi-hat with this right here. And then I adjust the release or the decay of that. And then that bump, bump, bump. And then there's the boom, right? Now it's important to notice a couple things here. It's important to notice when I hit record, right? So record is always gonna record the loop. And a machine is a really great looper. It's a live looper, right? So the record button, when it goes on, that means I'm recording something. And when I'm in that 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. So that's a 2-bar loop, right? So when I hit that boom, when the record is on, that means it's going to record that. And then I have this kind of like a little, I don't know which one I call that. Bodson style breakdown. There we go. All right, so there it was. Boom. I record that. Go back. Sorry, record it right here. I hit that button right there, number 9. Record off, double the time. Now it's an 8-bar loop. And I turn back on record. And then it records the last bar of that. Oh God, there's so much going on here. It's so intense. Okay, let's see. What did I do there? Recorded that. That's good. And then bum, bum, bum. And then I go back to pad mode. I select the pad. So I selected this pad without triggering it because the select button allows you to do that. And then I modulate right there. And that's recorded. Then I go back to the keyboard mode. And I record this. I'm actually not recording. But I'm gonna hit this next one. Oh, I guess I did record that. No, not yet. And this is the filter for that synth. And then I mute the kick drum. And I hit this pad. I go back to the macros. That allows me to control multiple parameters. Then what happens is I bring everything down. So the only thing with this that I regret is that that string is a little bit too loud. Pitch string there. And all I'm doing here is going back into the keyboard mode. And then I'm recording. See how it's recording there? Yeah. And that's gonna repeat. So I'm back to the macros. And I'm teasing that with the noise. And then we're gonna get really serious right here. Oh God, that right there. Okay. So there's a few things that happen. One is I unmute the kick drum, but I do it in a fashion to where I'm unmuting it at the same time that I'm triggering these two pads, right? Let's see if we can actually catch all of that at once. Because I feel like you can see right here, this is where people looked back and they're like, how the fuck did he do that? Okay, so let's go back a little bit. So I unmute the kick drum and then I hit pad 9 and 5. Unmute. Ah, got it. So all of these are muted. So I hit that bow one time because that's happening on the 1. Dun 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 dun. It's happening on this pad. And then I'm turning up the filter on that synth. And then this is the hi-hat filter. Bringing it back into those drums, and then I mute the kick drum. And then I unmute a few pads. So see how I did that? Okay. Right here, I started and I unmuted the kick first and the snare first, and boom, these 2 pads. And then you see my little hand right there. So once you build a foundation, I'm going to stop right there. Once you build a foundation of sounds, it's all about muting and modulating at that point. So the foundation is building out the song the way that you want it to sound, right? You want it to sound complete. And for the most part, at that point, it's just a matter of muting and modulating, right? The foundation, again, is the basis, like all of the different sounds that are available. And then if you want to cut the kick drum, if you want to modulate the filter on something like that, all of that can be done once the foundation is actually built. So in Machine, I'm going to play it again. Right here, unmute the kick drum, pad 1 and 9, boom. Whoopsie dips. I'm opening up the hi-hat there, adding in that extra one, that extra kick drum. Turning up that. Mute the kick drum. And then hit that. Like crash cymbal / noise here on this pad. Closing the kick drum a little bit. Closing the hi-hat, as well as turning down the noise. And then I mute that. These 2 are not done. So that was the lead on pad 13, and then the bow on pad 9. And then I mute the snare drum there. All these damn fucking things right here. These are getting in the way. So that was that. That was that performance kind of broken down. Did any of that make sense? I don't know. I'm curious. You're out there. You're watching this.
Sell online and grow your business with Wix e-commerce. Create a beautiful.
Yeah. Sell online and grow your business. Okay. Did any of that make sense to you? Right there. I'm curious. Yeah, I followed it. Okay, cool. So again, it's just like, it's a matter of just kind of like figuring out like what am I going to mute? When am I going to mute it? Right. So let's like play this beat.
Beautiful storefront for your.
No. We do not want that. We want this. We want to play this. And let's just record a little beat right here. And let's slow this down a little bit. Make it kind of like on par with that beat right there. Yeah, it is densely packed. That is without a doubt. My brain operates at a level of density to where, like, honestly, I don't even feel like I'm doing this. How much do you practice to do a performance like that? 10,000 hours. Literally. I'm not even kidding. 10,000 hours. And then you get to a point to where you've mastered it. And what I was just going to say is that you don't think about what you're doing when you're in flow. So I guess it might not take 10,000 hours. I think 10K is like a good measure of mastering something. Like anything that you do for 10,000 hours, you're going to be a master of. And when you mix that with education and practice and trying to do things that you don't know, like we put 10,000 hours into walking. However, how much do you practice walking? Very little, I'm sure. It's just kind of this natural thing that you do. You don't think about it when you're doing it. You don't think about breathing. You don't think about talking. You don't think about a lot of things. But those that practice and find what they're not good at what they do for a long time are the ones that can find flow within something that's more difficult, if that makes any sense, right? Like, just find BPM and go and key and go. I mean, that really is that's kind of it, right? Like, I don't think too much when I'm performing. I do it. When I am thinking, it is a process of finding that thing that, like, okay, this doesn't sound the way that I want it to. Let's make it sound the way that I want it to. Right? Like, that's where the thought goes into. The thought actually goes, like, the flow isn't broken unless I'm practicing. You don't practice in flow. You struggle when you're practicing. And then the more that you practice at something, then you find your flow. Because flow is literally a state of consciousness of not thinking. It's like truly plugged into the creative source, or created into like all of that time that you put into practicing something. It just kind of comes out of you. And that said, typically with performances like this, you use the tools that you discover in flow, and then you showcase them to the best of your ability within the constraints of a song, if that makes any sense. I'm trying here to explain to you something that's very difficult to explain. Not ego, but I consider myself a good producer/songwriter. I've done my 10K hours at that. But it's all with the mouse and clicking buttons on a sequencer. I want to learn how to create live. Playing pads in real time, like you. Oh man, beat/delete. You love MPC or force. So, okay. Beat and delete, I feel you. And to that, I really do think that it's important that you spend the time to learn how to improvise. And improvisation with a mouse is very difficult. It just is. Like, it's not the most useful instrument. You click on things, and then you create knowledge within your brain to kind of know, okay, like, this particular rhythm is on the 11th beat of a step sequencer or something along those lines, right? Or if you're in 3/4, it's going to be 12 beats, right? That said, you don't necessarily have the performance ability. Like, the mouse is really a tool for composition and composing music. Whereas performing happens when you use something tactile, where you can actually like feel it out and play and do that type of thing. And it's a different type of feel when you're performing, when you're improvising, when you're doing those type of things. Completely different type of feel. So I would highly suggest spending that time struggling, sucking, as I like to say, at the things that you're not good at. And eventually you're going to reach a point to where like all of those mouse clicks will accelerate your ability to become a good performer. Because whenever you put that 10K into something, as I was saying in my last stream, it translates. Like if you're a master guitar player, your dexterity is going to translate to something else faster than if you never practiced guitar before, right? So guitar players play like this, and then it's like, okay, well, how do I play it like this? How do I play it like this? How do I play it like this? Well, like a lot of that is just muscle memory. So like, how much muscle memory do you have to play chords and these type of things? So the more, that's why you see people that are guitar players and then start playing the Ableton Push or start playing Force, and then they can play chords and do all these type of things, like to where like eventually it just becomes like, all right, well, these are frets and these are strings, and then like, okay, cool, this is how you play a G chord, this is how you play this chord, and then maybe there's a little like a few things that are different, and then you start to form your shapes, and then your shapes become songs, and you're like, oh shit, the same shape works here as it does here. Have you tried any VR music games? I'm not familiar, but interested in how it could be really cool. I have no. Rhythm games, yes, I've played. I've certainly played some rhythm games before. However, I haven't tried any like DAW or like production type VR games. And if there are some out there, I do have a headset and I would love to try them out. Let's see, what time is it? It is 8 p.m. It is 8 p.m. I'm sort of running low on things to talk about on this subject. I feel like I've covered quite a bit. And I try to like think about what the end viewer that 4:20 a.m. here. Okay. So I'll keep this, I'll try to keep this a little bit short. I like how you went 4:20 because it's actually 4:18, but 4:20 is a better number. No, I do not want to call Jesus Delgado. Jeez. No one. Thank you, Siri. Okay. Let's see. Thanks a lot, man. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to you as well. I am planning on doing this as often as possible. I get a lot of joy out of these live streams. I really do. I get a lot of joy out of chatting with you in the chat, and sharing these ideas that I've been hoarding to myself. I feel like this is a creative release, unlike a performance. Like typically if I was to do this at a club, I would perform and then people would come up to me afterwards, and then individually I would have to tell them what these things are. But I feel like it's important to share these. As some of you have said in the chat earlier, it's like, oh, I'm going to try 3/4 now. Yeah. I mean, that's literally why I did this, because I think it's important. And honestly, it's up to us, not just myself, but up to us as a community of people that respects and loves what we do in order to create this. So I will say right there, that is my Discord link. I will go ahead and give me a second here. I'm going to go there and post this in the chat. I'm going to post a Discord link in the chat, because if you want to be surrounded by other innovators that are thinking about electronic music in a different way, then you need to be a part of this Discord channel. And I'm going to give you an example of why I think this in a second. All right, I'm going to go right here. Okay, cool. So join that Discord, and then I'm going to go to Discord, and I'm going to show you something that I think is very cool / unique. Okay. So I'm in the Discord channel right now, and I promise you it'll get better. But I'm going to go into the AI channel. Okay. So we're not necessarily, I know how to use AI productively. But why am I showing you this? So we have this guy Tonic in the chat here, and he uses AI, and his purpose right here is about, I started making the app, a few plugs here, it might be. So his purpose is to create text prompts to describe to GPT-3 how to play melody and harmony on pads. Does that make sense? So the Akai Force is a pad controller with 64 pads and an 8x8 matrix divided into quadrants A, B, C, D with 16 pads numbered 1 through 16. Now, that said, I would have done A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. That actually would have been my addition to this prompt, numbered in pads of 16, right? So I see what he says by quadrants, but he's thinking more of like 4x4 than he is by 8x8. And then he asks it how it would play chords based on that. And it said generated chord progression 8x8 grid. And it said A1, A2, and then it has the different chords. So within this Discord channel, he and I are trying to figure out how to ask AI to create chord progressions for Force. And I find that to be an incredibly fascinating topic. And one that, like, honestly, I wouldn't even have thought of. So when you get different types of minds together, thinking about these problems and trying to solve them together, because I am a problem solver. That is how I identify myself. That's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to solve problems. That's it. What problems exist within the electronic music space? Let's fucking solve them, and let's do it together. And it doesn't need to be me. I'll give credit where credit is due. I think that's what's important. It's like we need brains. We need that hive mind, right? We need together to figure out how to do new and innovative stuff. And if you want to find a community of people that are trying to do that, and where that brings them joy naturally, then join this fucking Discord. Straight the fuck up. It is in the chat. Join the Discord, please. I think it's really important for all of us to put our minds together and try to figure out what's next. Because if not us, then it's going to take a hell of a lot more time. And if it is us, then it's going to take much less time. And I believe that wholeheartedly. And I hope that you understand the purpose of all of what I'm trying to do here. I truly do appreciate you joining me on a Saturday night / Sunday morning, depending on which time zone that you're in. I think this is a good time to end the stream. With that said, I'm going to pick a song of mine to play you out with. I'm going to go over here to this screen, and I'm going to play you out with a song that I wrote with my brother called Dance Monkeys. And what's cool about Dance Monkeys is this. Dance Monkeys was... how do I say this? I have a original Yuri 1176. I don't know if you know what 1176 is, but it's a very sought after compressor. And when you run signal through it, with all of the ratio buttons plugged in, you get a different type of envelope. And goddamn, I'm getting so nerdy and so incredibly technical with this. but it changes the envelope. So whenever a kick drum hits, as long as that's louder than the other sounds within the signal, then it'll create this natural side chaining. And Dance Monkeys was created with this technique. So I am going to play you out with Dance Monkeys by my brother, Lost Midas, and myself, and my former moniker, New Trick. Thank you so much for joining me here. I love you so much. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I look forward to spending more time with you on the next stream. And without further ado, here is Dance Monkeys. Good night, Internet. I love you so much.